What is next for Alex Pereira, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, we know that he knocked out Jiri Prochazka at UFC 303 with a crazy head kick. There's some options on the table right now. Some people are saying that he should fight Ankalaev. Some people are saying that Jan Blachowicz should get a rematch. Some people are saying that Alex should move up to heavyweight and fight Aspinall or Blades or even John Jones. So we're going to go through all those options, and obviously I'm going to give you guys my take on who he should fight next. Personally, I think that the best option for Alex Pereira, if he wants to stay in the light heavyweight division and defend his title against someone who has a very good record that's probably going to add to the legacy that he already has in the UFC, is probably going to be Magomed Ankalaev. He has a great record. He's only lost one fight in the UFC, and that was back in 2018, and that was against Paul Craig. Of course, we know that he has that draw against Jan Blachowicz, but I still think that Magomed Ankalaev is a fighter that's definitely going to add to the legacy of Alex Pereira if he chooses to stay in the light heavyweight division and defend his title. Now, this is obviously going to be a very tough fight for both fighters, given the fact that Magomed Ankalaev, one of his strengths just so happens to be wrestling, and it's one of the worst positions that we've seen Alex Pereira be in, whenever he's being challenged, to grapple or to wrestle. We saw it in the Jan Blachowicz fight. He was pretty much losing some of those positions, right? And that just so happens to be one of Magomed Ankalaev's strengths. But Magomed Ankalaev is probably going to be facing one of the greatest strikers the UFC has ever seen, so it's not going to be a walk in the park for him either. Another name that's been thrown around is Jan Blachowicz, and in my opinion, I don't think this fight makes sense at all. I mean, Jan Blachowicz hasn't fought anyone since he fought Alex Pereira. It'd be a different conversation if Jan Blachowicz had a win against another top fighter, maybe against someone in the top 5 of the light heavyweight division, but he doesn't. It doesn't make sense for Alex Pereira to fight someone like Jan Blachowicz, in my opinion. But what if Alex Pereira makes a decision to move up to the heavyweight division? I don't think that he fights for the title off the rip. I think they're probably going to give him a little bit of a warm-up fight. And in my opinion, I feel like he probably faces someone like Aspinall or Curtis Blades. Whoever is the winner of UFC 304, I think that they're going to fight Alex Pereira next. And I would just be completely honest, I feel like Tom Aspinall is going to defend his interim title against Curtis Blades. And in my opinion, Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira would be an amazing fight. And personally, I feel like Alex Pereira would be very, very successful in the heavyweight division, given the fact that he is a freaking huge guy. I think that he will fit the frame of heavyweight very, very well. And I think that he finishes Aspinall or Curtis Blades. Whoever wins that fight at UFC 304, I feel like Alex Pereira is probably going to make an easy fight out of either one of those guys. And as far as Alex Pereira fighting John Jones next, look, in my opinion, I think that would be an amazing fight. That would be a fight that if it does go down next for Alex Pereira, I'm going to be excited about it 100%. But like I said, I feel like the UFC is probably going to give Alex Pereira like a little warm-up fight in the heavyweight division, see how it goes. And if he does win, I feel like Alex Pereira himself is actually going to call out John Jones for that heavyweight belt. All these are great options, in my opinion, from Ankalaev to Jan Blachowicz to Blades, Aspinall, and John Jones. But the one fighter that nobody seems to be mentioning, and in my opinion would be a great matchup for Alex Pereira if he wants to move up to the heavyweight division, is a striker by the name of Ciryl Gane. I feel like that would be a very entertaining fight. Both of these guys, they like to strike. We all know that Alex Pereira is one of the greatest strikers to ever walk into the UFC office. And I feel like Ciryl Gane is a well-respected striker that moves like a freaking lightweight that's in the heavyweight division. I feel like that would be a fight that makes sense if Alex Pereira wants to get his feet wet moving up to the heavyweight division. Now, with all that being said, let me know who you guys would like to see Alex Pereira take on next.